Hello again, everyone. I hope that you are all staying safe and smart as we continue to fight the spread of the coronavirus in our community. We've all adapted a great deal in response to this pandemic, had to redefine our daily lives, put some of our businesses on hold, are staying at home, and even connecting with loved ones through virtual media methods. But our lives continue, and I thought it would be time for some good news to share. During this time of staying at home and for the upcoming months as we reconnect with each other, I wanted to take advantage of the reduced traffic on our roadways to get as much construction work done as possible, while making sure that we can financially afford to do so under the circumstances. So, we're pressing on and moving forward on some infrastructure projects while we follow the precautionary measures that Governor DeWine and his team have outlined. The first project I wanted to talk about is the sinkhole at the intersection of Liberty Street and Pennsylvania. The irony of that is not lost on me, by the way. We discovered this a couple of weeks ago when City Council passed an emergency resolution to take care of the problem earlier this month. A brittle fracture to the 24-inch diameter sanitary line caused a rapid decay resulting in the sinkhole, sort of like a fast-moving tooth cavity. The original vitrified clay pipe was put in sometime around 1950, and incidentally, this is the newer of the two sanitary lines in that area. The older one is still doing well from what we can tell. So, we're replacing at least one of the manholes, replacing 130 linear feet of 24-inch pipe, and replacing 56 linear feet of either 6 and or 8-inch pipe going in different directions from that intersection. As a matter of convenience, Mack Industries, which is 1 block away from the construction site, is our supplier for the manhole. Leighton Excavating is doing the work, and our expected date of completion is sometime next week, barring any unforeseen problems. The total cost of this project is $47,500 plus the cost of asphalt, and we'll likely do the asphalt when we have other projects to do later on. That will save us some money. Next, our work on Belmont continues, but we did complete a portion of the long overdue infrastructure replacement for this section of the city. Our water line is finished as of this week. We will likely relocate some fire hydrants on North Mulberry, but the water pressure testing and bacteria testing have all passed inspection and are ready to go. This was especially important to get done because of our next project in that area, which is the Belmont and North Mulberry Street improvements. Recently, Smith Paving won that bid, which includes new sidewalks, curbing and gutters to Belmont, curbing and gutters to North Mulberry from Calhoun to Belmont, and the installation of a sidewalk on the east side of Mulberry. This translates to a total of 14,925 square feet of sidewalks, 7,100 linear feet of curbs and gutters, 1,185 linear feet of storm drainage, and 17 catch basins. An important thing to know about this project pricing is that we have a contract for 7-day concrete. Yes, that's what it's called, because it needs to cure for 7 days without any disturbance. So our neighbors will need to work together to get in and out of their driveways, but our engineering office and the project manager will work with the neighborhood to make sure everyone can come and go. It's a very similar situation to how we handled the sidewalk and bicycling path along Newark Road, which we recently completed. We have to be done with this project in August to make sure that we meet the requirements for the Community Development Block Grant application. The total of this project cost is $559,500, again, plus the cost of asphalt, somewhere which will probably be around another $200,000 likely. Our crews at the Mount Vernon Avenue Bridge project continue to make progress even though the health precaution restrictions for the workplace remain in effect. Work on the actual bridge itself is halted because doing work around rebar and pouring concrete means that people have to be in close proximity to each other. Therefore, crew members are not working on that part of the project right now. However, to the east, we have put in a bioretention basin, which is an EPA requirement that will protect our waterways much better than our previous drainage system did. In the old system, it just drained right into the river. But this bioretention basin is underground and will funnel the excess water on the bridge through a series of pipes. The basin will remove salts, oils, and other impurities from the drainage before depositing the water runoff into the earth. It sounds complicated, but the reasoning behind it is to make sure that we're putting cleaner water into our waterways. and slowing the speed of drainage to reduce erosion. Managing stormwater is a crucial piece of our infrastructure that we take for granted sometimes, and hopefully this system will last for generations. And once the COVID-19 workplace restrictions are lifted, crews will be pouring concrete on the south side of the bridge and will move to the north side. The city's cost share for this project is $1.5 million, and we don't know of a time frame of completion yet until we're able to resume full work crews. Down the road from the bridge, we continue to make progress along Yellow Jacket Drive. Last week, our crew put in a sanitary tap for the new high school bus garage. Now, the bus garage, the new field house, and the new sports fields look really nice and are attractive features for our community. Something we're doing with this and new utility projects is, while the work is being done, we're putting in trace wire along the pipes, which will help us locate our utilities much faster, covering several hundred feet of utility lines instead of 10 or dozens of feet. This will be a huge time and money saver for projects in the future that might be needed. Again, we're trying to be considerate to future generations of our city by managing our infrastructure. Another collaborative project that we've recently wrapped is a new water line at the 4-H Fairgrounds and former Mount Vernon Academy. Now, this is a public-private partnership involving the city of Mount Vernon, Knox County, and private enterprise, all working together and sharing costs to provide a long overdue water line in that area. Now, our Knox County Fairgrounds have fire hydrants. Our fire inspector, by the way, is doing cartwheels because we were able to finally get that done. Improving safety at our fairgrounds is something that we can all appreciate, and the partnership with our contractors and the private property owners is a success for our community. This year, ODOT has awarded Kokosing Construction the contract to resurface State Route 229. This will be done in two parts. First, they'll start at State Route 62 and go to US 36, and then from State Route 62 and pave back to the bridge at Center Run. In preparation for this work, the city is performing catch basin repair work from Edgewood Road up the hill within the city limits. Also, we're replacing the curbs and gutters along the way. Mount Vernon's cost for this project is $71,000 plus the cost of the catch basin repairs. The idea is to work with Kokosing so it's much easier for them to come in and do their portion without having to wait on us. In the private business world, construction is also moving on that front as well. Vermac Industries has started their new building. Spencer Tire on Newark Road is doing some construction work, and we're nearing the end of the work along Venture Drive. For the city, we have more projects coming. Our underground reservoir to the east of town will need redesigned and repaired, and we have a bid going out for the North Sandusky Street water and sewer lines and the Eastmore Water Line project. Finally, our stormwater utility is about to begin, and it's now time for public comment. Be sure to visit the city's website, mountvernonohio.org, to review the rules and provide feedback. Monthly billing for the new utility will begin July 1st, and it will be included in your August water and wastewater bill. This utility fee will go into a restricted fund that can only be used for stormwater-related expenses. As you can see from the many projects that we've been working on, stormwater is a crucial aspect of our future. During this time of transition and uncertainty, it's easy to become discouraged, and who knows why this is happening in our world. But we have a choice in finding the opportunities and the positives. For our infrastructure, taking advantage of getting work done while there is little traffic congestion only makes sense. Again, as long as we can afford to get the work done safely and properly. We're trying to do as much as we can now while people aren't out driving as much. And this is apparently an idea that many citizens are taking advantage of in their own homes. From early March to the middle of April, we've issued 42 permits, including 9 for fences, 6 for signs, 8 for additions like sheds and garages, 2 for zoning appeals board, 2 for historical review, and 15 street openings, 13 of which are for Columbia Gas. So getting work done around the house is one of these positive outcomes that we can take advantage of right now. My wife and I, along with many of you, are taking care of those things that we kept putting off, like cleaning out the garage, installing a new appliance, reorganizing closets, getting rid of the things that build up and take away precious space in the home. The timing for these activities is perfect for all of us too. As you take time to clean out your homes and businesses, take advantage of our city's annual cleanup schedule. Each year we work with Republic Service on Tilden Avenue where they take excess refuse for $10 per truckload. The city of Mount Vernon pays the balance. And that'll take place on Monday, May 11th through Saturday, May 16th. There's more information on our website and social media as far as the hours of operation and what Republic will and will not take. Yard waste can always go to the Knox County Compost Facility on Thayer Road, which is currently open daily from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. until further notice. As we get through this phase of dealing with the coronavirus pandemic, we want to remember to be smart and use common sense. Follow the precautions of social distancing, wearing a mask when you're shopping or when you have to stand close to someone for whatever reason. And keep washing your hands frequently. Also, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for adapting to the circumstances and for staying positive, because there's so much to be thankful for. The 17th century Dutch philosopher Baruch Spinoza once said that all things worthwhile are as difficult as they are rare. Certainly we're in a difficult and rare situation, but our perseverance in overcoming this challenge is definitely worthwhile. So until next time, everyone, please stay safe, stay smart, and stay strong.